What is going on today, guys? Welcome back to an episode of WN, your source for the music and music production news. Today we're going to be trying something a little bit different. Instead of doing a bunch of stories, I'm just going to do one story. We'll be talking about this new teenage engineering device. Oh wait, that's not teenage engineering, that's a Yamaha. Today we'll be taking a look at the Yamaha Seek Track, Yamaha's new groove box. Yamaha decided they wanted to get in on that teenage engineering market, and I can't blame them. Teenage engineering is selling out on basically all of their products these days. Whether it is a sampler created completely out of Legos, or a child's turntable, or a table that you can get from IKEA for $1,500. It is an all-in-one portable music production studio with a drum machine, a sampler, an FM synth, and it can also do AMW2 based sounds. It can sample via its built-in microphone as well as audio input sampling. It also has a built-in speaker as well as a mobile app that you can use with it. I felt like a useful way to talk about this would be to analyze its features as well as compare it to the OPZ. A lot of people are comparing this to the OPZ, which is a pretty fair comparison. It looks very similar. I know what you're thinking. Weaver, you're lying to me. These are both TV remotes. Even the color scheme of this one looks like a color scheme that Teenage Engineering would do or has done of one of their products in the past. I believe they have not done this color scheme with the OPZ though. If you were to cover up the brand name, some people may even confuse this for a Teenage Engineering product. Except for the fact that it has words on it and I don't know, it's a little easier to navigate what it is and what's going on with it. Right off the bat, one of the first things you may notice is the Seek Track costs $100 more than the OPZ. The design of it seems a bit less hipster and mysterious, and seemingly more accessible without having to read a manual. When you look at the Yamaha website for the Seek Track, they're definitely trying to appeal to that hipster market. They got a guy with a hoodie in his studio with plants in the room, with him standing up facing the window holding what I assume to be his Seek Track. Or I don't know, maybe they're trying to appeal to the Ableton market. The Venn diagram between the Ableton and Teenage Engineering market is almost just a circle. Honestly, they can try to be Teenage Engineering, but they will never be that hipster and cryptic. I mean, just look at this website. I can tell exactly what everything is. I can read it clearly. They haven't made the website so oversized that it's hard to navigate. Come on, this is clear to understand. Step your game up. The workflow of the Seek Track seems pretty intuitive and clever. It is separated into 3 sections: the drums on the left, the synth and the sampler in the middle, and the sound design and effects on the far right. So the Seek Track is an 11-track sequencer, while the OPZ is a 16-track sequencer. So clearly the OPZ has more tracks. That is one thing to keep in mind for sure, but it kind of goes downhill from here in my opinion. So 11 tracks, it's a bit of a limitation right out of the box. So it says here, preset sound, 2032 preset sampler sound, 392 can be added from Seek Track app. Honestly, this part wasn't very clear to me, which is very Teenage Engineering-esque. I mean, just say how many sounds it has. On another section of their website though, it says that the library contains over 2,000 presets. I don't know why they didn't just say that to begin with. Then the OPZ comes with 16 sample packs, each containing 24 samples. So just based off of sound/samples, Seek Track has more, clearly. Now the types of sound you can do with the Seek Track, so it can do drum tracks, synth tracks, DX, and sampler. It features AWM2 as well as FM. So it has less types, while the OPZ has 12 synthesis-based sound engines. The Seek Track has less types of synthesis, but it seems like the types of sounds it can create are more varied. As far as effects go, the Seek Track has reverb with 12 types, delay of 9 types, master effect of 85 types, single effect of 85 types, master EQ 5 bands, low pass, high pass filters for each track. So that seems like a lot of effects. Whereas the OPZ only has delay, reverb, chorus, bit crush, and distortion. They've stated future firmware upgrades will include other effects. I don't know what they have included since then because they have not updated their fucking website. So they lose this one by default, and that's their fault because they didn't update their website. But I doubt they have 85 effects like the Seek Track does. The OPZ has 144 steps. I have read it can do up to 384 though. So it can only do 16 steps, but there are workarounds. While the sequencer of the Seek Track is 128. They both have a built-in speaker and microphone. They both have some sort of visualizer integration. I know that you can control lights with the OPZ. I'm not sure if you can with the Seek Track. And there's also a phone app. We'll talk about that in a little bit. Some bad things I've heard about the OPZ include the size of the buttons, how cryptic it is before reading the manual, learning button meanings and combinations. The sound palette is not as deep as you would think it is. So the Seek Track can transfer WAV files with Wi-Fi as a MIDI in and out, allowing integration with other devices, headphones, aux in, USB-C. Whereas the OPZ, you can only transfer samples via USB, and they have to be in AIF format, which is a pain in the ass. It has line out USB-C. They also have one feature with it that is shitty / cool, depending how you perceive it, I guess. You can add modules for more connectivity, whether it's like CV, gating, more line in and out stuff, but you have to pay for it, and it's like something extra you have to add with it. Hold on. Okay, so I found something very interesting here. What is that there? Enhance. Okay, enhance again. One more time. Only included cable can be used. So what happens if you use a different cable? Are they gonna like snipe you through the window or something? I'm guessing there's a reasoning for this. They did not clearly explain it on the website. So now let's look at the battery life here. SeekTrack seems like about 3 to 4 hours of battery life, with a charge taking 3 to 5 hours. And then the OPZ battery life is about 6 hours. I've seen some people say it's 24 hours. Not sure what kind of magic they have going on with their OPZ. Then the battery charge for the OPZ is 2.5 to 6 hours. And I saw one site where somebody was saying it took 30 minutes. I don't know. Let's just say it varies, but it's somewhat similar, with the OPZ potentially having a longer battery life, but it seems like it does less also. Okay, and they both have a mobile app. Yippee! So the OPZ app has some prehistoric, pre-Windows 95 type aesthetics, which some people might be a fan of. It was originally for iOS only, but they have expanded to Android as well somewhat recently. I don't think Yamaha's app has this weird little dancing guy like this, so that is definitely a point knocked off from them. The SeekTrack can be connected via Bluetooth or USB. The SeekTrack's app seems a bit more futuristic, but not by a whole lot. One thing that looks interesting about the SeekTrack is you can lock it to a variety of scales and keys. I'm going to compare a few performance videos here, just so people can get an idea of what both of them sound like. So obviously these performance comparisons don't really prove anything, especially since this OPZ one clearly seems a lot better. You don't really know for sure which sounds were created within the device or were imported. Also, a lot of it can be chalked up to the person behind the device. The Yamaha one is from their official account. I do prefer the OPZ one though. Now, like I said earlier, price-wise, the SeekTrack is $100 more. In my opinion, it does seem better. So if you're considering buying either one, definitely watch a review on, well, both of them, obviously, but the one you're more considered in buying. To see if there's anything I did not talk about here. You might get some user experiences that might be more useful. But yeah, that is the SeekTrack from Yamaha. Is it the Teenage Engineer OPZ killer? Kinda. It costs $100 more. It does seem better in my opinion though. Thank you guys for watching. This has been a deep dive into the Teenage Engineering SeekTrack. Yamaha SeekTrack. If you want to support the channel, consider my Patreon, become a channel member, or subscribing to my second channel. I'll also post videos there almost daily. I'll see you guys next time.
Bang Incorporated.